All right, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to a short We've Read the Documents live stream. I'm your host, John Brisson. Just wanted to make this known that I'm going to, of course, delete these comments, but I noticed them last night. I guess now bots are taking out people who are discussing psychedelics and pushing them. Now, I'm not going to say that this is specifically government sponsored or Peter Thiel sponsored. I don't know. It could just be one guy named Remy _ Tripper. I would assume that to be on Instagram. He's got a bot set up to push psychedelics. I don't know, but still, nonetheless, it's a sign of the times. So here we have a bot, Jessica Gilbert. There's a lot of potential in psychedelics. I can't wait to try any of them, mushrooms specifically, but it's just so hard to find a reliable source here. I'll be glad if anyone could be of help. Now, normally you can see with bots is a couple of things happen, okay? One, you'll have numerous comments one after the other. Those are bots, okay? Second, you'll get more likes than a person would normally have on their channel for a comment. You know, most likes I'll get about 7, 8, maybe at the most 4. This one obviously has 17 likes for pushing mushrooms. So obviously you can look at these accounts and tell that they're bots, because obviously that's what they are. So, you have another bot. I've tried a lot since the first time I tried it. I said it's a crime against humanity to make psychedelic illegal. One of the most peaceful experience I ever had. I really need to get my hands on some DMT. Jeffrey Hart referenced Juicy Life, so bot's referencing itself to try to make it seem like it's a genuine conversation. Remy _ Tripper got psychs. And then, this bot can win. Tripping is not a bad idea, but having a good and competent mycologist who will guide you on the dosage is very important. And then Jessica Gilbert says, where do I search? Is it on Instagram? Yeah. Sorry about that, you guys. That should be better. It's ISD and shrooms have helped with my depression and improved my overall mindset and quality of life over the course of several trips. And now I see each day as an opportunity to make any decision I want to, and life feels so beautiful and fun. So it's just, bots just discussing how great the use of psychedelics. I apologize if my volume was low. The knob was turned down on my Rodecaster. Sorry about that. But yeah, so this is just a short follow-up to the previous 2 streams I've done. I'm not going to necessarily say that this is some sort of government-sponsored bot network or Peter Thiel-sponsored bot network or MAP-sponsored bot network that did this specific instance, and they're out there pushing psychedelics. Now, there could be. It's plausible, obviously, but I have no proof. For all I know, this could just be some guy trying to sling his mushrooms who has the Instagram Remy _ Tripper. He's got the psychs. So it could just be as simple as that, or it could be something more nefarious at play. We do know that the Central Intelligence Agency does run numerous drug rings within the United States of America. I mean, look at the work of Gary Webb and the Dark Alliance. So, it is what it is. It's definitely there. But that's all I just wanted to show, is that this is happening. Just wanted to get it documented. I'll delete the bot comment section, obviously, because I don't want bots pushing the use of psychedelics in my YouTube channel. But I just wanted to make this known. And Carson mentioned been seeing ketamine and psychedelics push on Facebook ads for a while. Yeah, since I've been researching it, I get a whole bunch of ads popping up for ketamine clinics. So, also, Let's see if I can find it. There's quite a few studies that you could type in for MDMA or ecstasy and if that is neurotoxic. Someone asked me that in the comments section, I think. It's easy. You can just bring up the studies that it destroys serotonin axons within the brain. So over time, especially less pure MDMA can start, causing, depressions to show up within the brain. Some people call them holes, but they're more depressions and transfer of white and gray matter. And so, MDMA over a period of time decreases the amount of endogenous serotonin that can be produced in the brain. And serotonin is a neurotransmitter. Among other actions, it's also it causes muscle contractions. And as a homeostasis regulator. But ecstasy does cause increased oxidative stress to the mitochondria of the brain, especially in serotonin axions. And so, MDMA, I mean, it's readily searchable what it does to the brain from a negative standpoint. It's obviously out there, especially the less pure the MDMA is, the more likely it will cause oxidative stress within the mitochondria, specifically the serotonin axions of the brain. But, yeah, I mean... So the neurons of themselves are damaged, and the lack of production of serotonin and axions in the brain that carry they're like the cable, they carry like the signal between the neurons within the brain and within our nervous system become damaged as well. They're made up of Schwann cells. They're covered by a myelin sheath to protect them. And so, MDMA is not good for the brain, simply put. Just not good for the brain. It's easy as that. It also greatly depletes magnesium. Not to give anybody any advice of what to do if they took MDMA, but, MDMA greatly depletes magnesium, which in and of itself can cause anxiety and blood sugar regulation issues and Charlie horses and muscular spasms and pain. Magnesium is extremely important for the human body in arrhythmia as magnesium's electrolyte. Electrolytes are necessary for the electrical activity of the heart. Sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, and phosphorus. They also all burn too as well, very interestingly enough. Magnesium, a big component of fireworks is magnesium, for example. But MDMA usage greatly dehydrates the body, which is why a lot of people consume a large amount of water when on MDMA, and depletes magnesium. And so, all that has an effect on the human body, increases oxidative stress. Greg says electrolytes, what plants crave. That's right, Brondo. But yeah, so, it's none of these, especially these pharmacological psychedelics, whether it's LSD or MDMA or ketamine, they all have significant drawbacks associated with them. Even just because something's natural doesn't mean it's necessarily healthy either. Arsenic is very poisonous to carbon-based life forms like ourselves, human beings, and so arsenic's natural, but it's also extremely poisonous. So, just because something's natural doesn't mean that it's good for you, and it's just because something's synthetic necessarily doesn't mean it's harmful for you. People usually like to break it down in simplistic terms like that. And there have been people who have had, though lesser, bad experiences and trips on psilocybin or ayahuasca. Ayahuasca more than psilocybin, or peyote, and those are natural, and they still come with their own consequences. So maybe see you in the chat, Carl. Maybe when you're feeling better, I could have you on. We could have this discussion. As someone who previously used psychedelics, we could talk about psychedelics again and try to wake up the youth. People that want to use psychedelics, and they're wasting their time. They're wasting their time. They're damaging their bodies, and they're opening themselves up to demonic possession. They're not born again. So, Cooper says, I've been microdosing arsenic lately. Supernatural, bro. Yeah, I mean, we all are to some degree if you're eating certain plants that contain arsenic, you occasionally get a bitter almond. We had to selectively breed almonds to take the arsenic out of them. We have the sweet almonds, which we eat today, and occasionally you might get a bitter almond when you're eating almonds, as a more significant amount of arsenic to it. Just an aside. I love Cat said you can drink so much water it causes crisis in electrolyte. That's true. Yes, it's water toxicity, water poisoning, and so it's probably best for people to drink electrolyte mixture. Maybe I know Dr. Berg is a Scientologist, but his electrolyte mixture is pretty good. You have to say that. But there's other ones you can find that won't fund Scientology, obviously, that I could recommend. But let's see here. Electrolyte mixture. Ultima, let's see what's in that. Yeah, Ultima's not too bad. It's not the best, but it's not bad. You could probably find better. It's probably better if I'd have to look them up. But you should always have electrolytes anyway. If you got food poisoning, it's always good. If you got food poisoning or foodborne illness and you're puking out your guts and having diarrhea, it's always better to drink an electrolyte mixture than just straight water. Carson asks, why does vitamin C and citrus increase the effect of ecstasy and acid LSD? I don't know offhand, Carson. I'd have to look that up. I don't know the mechanism of action behind that. Sinless is distilled water, so pure it can leach your vitamins and minerals out of your body. Yeah, sometimes that's true. Some people mix trace minerals with distilled water or reverse osmosis water. If your diet is very rich in mineral, if you're eating a very organic pasture diet, the effect might be negligible. But people that eat if you're eating nothing but McDonald's every day and you're drinking you're drinking distilled water all the time, then yeah, that might be a problem. That might lead to mineral leaching. Yeah, anytime I bring up electrolytes, my whole entire chat has to talk about Idiocracy. Degenerate, but very interesting movie, I think. Mike Judge is very talented. I, myself, am a fan of King of the Hill. Not so much of Beavis and Butthead. But, Sass90 said he's literally seen all three of these arguments in the last week. Life's hard, take psychedelics. Life's hard, use metaverse. Life's hard, legalize euthanasia. Yeah, not life's hard, turn to the Lord and have faith and become born again and get your life straightened out. That's what's hard to do. That's hard. That's the part that's hard. No, it's easy to do all those other things. Oswald said, me and Mark from Musatonic are Beavis and Butthead. So who's Beavis and who's Butthead, Oswald? I had to dig up all my research of why psychedelic usage is bad for the human body from a physiological standpoint. Especially the synthetics like ketamine and MDMA, LSD. LSD could trigger serotonin syndrome, which MDMA can too, I think. Let me see. Yeah, rarely MDMA can trigger serotonin syndrome, but if MDMA is mixed with SSRIs, it definitely puts you at a way greater list of serotonin syndrome. You have too much serotonin in your body. Yeah, MDMA can cause serotonin syndrome. That's not good if that happens. Your muscles all seize up and your body temperature goes up, and because it has the strong effects of serotonin as a neurotransmitter and its effects on the central nervous system and the muscles. It's a muscle contractor, so your muscles seize up. It's a homeostasis regulator, so your temperature goes up. You can have fatal fevers due to serotonin syndrome if you flush really, really strongly. Yeah. Oh, also says maybe more like Bill and Ted. It Taste Profit says Tango and Cash. Huh. Maybe Tango and Cash. Maybe. I don't know. Me and S90. I'm Sherlock Holmes, and S90's my Watson. So, but if we're talking about personality-wise, S90 is more of my Professor Moriarty. So that's not good. He's gonna turn on me eventually, try to kill me. I'm joking. S90 would never do that, but I'm joking. All right, I gotta record some shows for my Patreon at Subscribe Star. I did one yesterday on the Alex Jones having Roger Stone on, and Roger Stone saying that Donald Trump's going to announce on January 4th that he's July 4th that he's going to run for president in 2024. And they also discussed the whole Hutchinson SUV limo conspiracy in the chat. Can I do polls? Oh, I can't do a poll. Okay. Let's see here. Cassidy Hutchinson, I think her name is. All right. I've never done polls, but why not? This is a stream just to really goof around. Do you believe Cassidy Hutchinson's testimony about Trump and the SUV? All right, there you go. Vote, and we're going to discuss why I think she's completely full of crap. Let's go. Ooh, someone says no. Come on. Oh, someone says yes. Vote. I need that Cambridge Analytica data. Oh, shifted at 89%. No. 11% yes. Jason says Crisis Hutchinson. Come on, a few more votes. Get a few more votes in there. Just a few more. A few more votes to win the poll. Just a few more. 13% says yes. It changed a little bit. Someone said yes. Oh, I'm going to explain in a minute why it's complete bullcrap. All right. I think that's enough. Most overwhelmingly, people said no. 16 votes. So that's interesting. Okay, so do I believe that like Trump like threw a plate after Barr told him that he couldn't overturn the election or whatever? Sure. Yeah, I could see Trump doing something like that. Do I believe that Trump in the armored SUV, as old as he is and out of shape as he is, man, and by the way, the SUV is partitioned, just like the Beast limo is partitioned. And then the partition cannot be raised or lowered. How you talk to the people up front, the agents, is through a speaker box or through the center console, kind of like a speaker system. It's the SUV and the Beast limo are hermetically sealed to prevent any type of gas attack. And so unless Trump broke, and you can see pictures of it, and look, I know Dan Bongino is a piece of crap, all right? But as a former Secret Service agent, Dan Bongino, it's hilarious. He's actually telling the truth here for once in his career. He's actually telling the truth, all right? I'm being facetious. He's probably told the truth, more. A person usually doesn't lie all the time. But he's correct. The partition doesn't go down. It's bulletproof glass. It's hermetically sealed. How did Trump, when, the Secret Service agent's driving the car, okay? He's driving the SUV or the limo. I think it was the SUV. How did Trump break the glass, okay? That's partition hermetically sealed. You can see the pictures yourself, all right? Break the glass, grab the steering wheel, and or then go to choke the Secret Service driver out. I really want to know. Because it does. I don't understand. Unless Trump's a beast. I mean, maybe he took a bump of cocaine and in a rage broke bulletproof glass and a hermetically sealed chamber of his SUV, and then punched the dude. Cooper says only way Trump's moving that fast is lunging for a Big Mac and a Diet Coke, Cooper, and a Diet Coke. Don't you forget, or some meatloaf or 2 scoops of ice cream. So, as Donnie says, demonic possession. I don't know. Laugh out loud. And also the limo. If he wasn't even the Beast limo, he's supposedly in the SUV, the modified SUV. That SUV is long. It's not as long as the Beast limo, but it's long. All right. And so somehow, they're filming Trump all the way back to the White House, right? They're filming Trump when he was in the so-called SUV, but yet somehow the SUV never, wavered. Never wavered, like when they're filming him, there's never, because, think about it. If Trump, let's say that maybe the partition can be lowered. We don't know, okay? Let's say that maybe the partition can be lowered, okay? Trump, grabs the steering wheel and tries to choke out the Secret Service agent, and the SUV doesn't swerve any. There's no visible I don't know. This the story's complete bullcrap. Obviously, all right. It's hearsay as well because she wasn't even there when this event happened. Okay, now I know it's not a legal trial, but it's still hearsay. And so, the January 6th Commission would have to get the Secret Service agents would have to now the January 6th would have to call them and then get them to confirm what they said to her was true or not, which they've already said that they're not going to do that. So what she said was hearsay. So, again, right then and there, if we're talking about from a legal trial, which it's not admissible in a court of law as intelligence or anything of value or testimony. It's hearsay. So it's already hearsay. It's already hearsay. It appears to be logistically impossible for Trump to do that. I mean, there's also, it's interesting to watch on Twitter because, you know, there's some progressives that will die on this hill and are like, this is true. And then there's other progressives that are like, well, wait a minute. Cassidy Hutchinson, right before her testimony, well, where is it at? And this was even talked about in progressive media like CNN months ago, about a month ago. Earlier this month or beginning of May, that Cassidy Hutchinson's lawyer was a longtime Trump lawyer, just up until she gave her testimony. Now they're trying to bury that story. Let me see if I can find it. They're trying to bury that story now. Yeah, I think it's Pat Capiglione. I think. Hold on, give me a minute. I gotta find it. Let's see here. Hold on. I want to be right about this as far as I want to give you accurate information. Right here. Cassidy Hutchinson was represented. No, it wasn't the other lawyer. That's why I want to make sure. Right. Stephen Passantino was a lawyer. Was a long-time Trump lawyer. Stephen Passantino. And so I don't know what. Yeah, and Stephen Passantino was a lawyer who helped shop around the Hunter Biden's laptop information. So there's some progressives that are like, okay, that's a red flag. Hutchinson's a liar. We're being conned here. And there's other people that are saying that Hutchinson, liberals are double down double down and triple down and quadruple down. That Hutchinson, this is the kill shot of Trump, which people are going to forget about this in a week. All right, the January 6th commission's a sham. All right, but it's just Mark Meadows is a Council for National Policy member. My belief is if I look through the S90, you could start looking. My guess is I bet if I looked at what they call the kind of like the younger people within the CMP, kind of like the young adults, usually up to Hutchinson's age, around 25 to 18, they're called the William F. Buckley Jr. CMPers. Okay, they get like they're like the young leaders of this. They're like the World Economic Forum's global leaders, but for like the CMP. All right, I bet you Hutchinson's on that list. I bet you. If she's not, I'll eat a hat. But I think she is, and I was going to plan to start looking, because if Hutchinson's CMP and Mark Meadows is CMP, then oh, it's so funny. Oh, it's so funny. I mean, if Hutchinson is CMP, I would shove it down all of these limited hangout progressive researchers on Twitter's in their face. I'd get banned by every single one of them that pushes Hutchinson and laugh and laugh and laugh. These opportunists, these sellouts. Kids table? That's not even what he's talking about. Oh, yeah, you're talking about Duggar. Duggar being a Council for National Policy member. Josh Duggar. Yeah, he was. Josh Duggar was CMP. He was part of the William F. Buckley Jr. CMP kids table. Yeah, I mean Hutchinson. I mean, okay. So let me ask you this then. Why do y'all think that? Why do y'all think that? This testimony comes out that's so Hutchinson's testimony is so easily falsifiable. A lot of it is, okay, especially the incident about the SUV or the limo. What's the means to an end? I think I'll tell you what I think the means of an end is for this CMP Dog and Pony show, CFR CMP Dog and Pony show, which is this January 6th commission. But what do you think, Hutchinson? Is this a turning point where this January 6th committee has been shown to be a farce, as far as no one's going to prison that's high up? So my question to you guys is, why? Why is there testimony about the SUV that's hearsay? Why is it fake? I'll tell you why. And Roger Stone gave it away yesterday on Alex Jones' stream. Because she brings up Flynn talking to Mark Meadows and Trump, and she brings up Roger Stone talking to Mark Meadows and Trump, which we knew that happened. But now there's plausible deniability that never happened because Hutchinson's a liar. She's a liar and a fraud. So now there's an end for them. Now there's an end for Roger Stone and Michael Flynn. That's why. Now there's an end. Now there's plausible deniability. Flynn and Stone can wash their hands because the whole thing is just it's just a dog and pony show. Like I mean, once you learn that the Council for National Policy controlled the limited hangout impeachment of Bill Clinton, and you think that they want to go after Bill Clinton, but they didn't, then you'll learn that they were likely involved in this, and the CFR and the CMP come together for the false January 6th dog and pony show. Trump ain't going to prison. Alex Jones, Roger Stone, Mike Flynn, none of them. Just like Biden ain't going to prison. Clintons aren't going to prison. So, yeah, I mean, the January 6th commission is going to implode. No one's going to prison. It's to further destroy any belief anybody had in institutions. It's a furthering of the Great Reset. The Emperor has no clothes. And it's going to lead to the false Great Awakening, the Brave New World of Love and Light, the beast system likely. That's what's happening. Yes, eventually there will be acceleration, yes, but I don't know. We'll see what happens when the Great Reset size falls, when the Heartlet falls. Maybe they will go to prison then. Maybe there will be Gitmo then on their side. Maybe. I don't know. Top will tell. But as of right now, no one's going to prison. So don't have to pay attention to any Hutchinson stuff if you don't want to, because it's just spin and murky and BS. But I still wanted to talk about it nonetheless, because it's interesting. It's interesting to see who's pushing what narratives. All right, everybody, that's it. I'm going to be deleting this bot chain. It is now gone, as you can see. But I think next stream is going to be Tucker Carlson and Neil Patel, Nicaragua college days. The CIA agent Tucker Swanson McNair Carlson. So that'll be fun. Tonight, Lord willing, I have an interview with Wayne McCroy. We're going to talk some transhumanism and current events. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. God bless you. One last thing about Tucker, I guess, is he met with Jair Bolsonaro. I sent the picture to US90. And then did a show supposedly last night saying that China is buying up Brazil, which actually makes no sense because Brazil is a part of BRICS. So I don't know what all that's about. That's a lot of spin. You've entered the quadruple spin zone with that one. So, yeah, I should have Suzanne back on and we do a stream about Esalen. Let's see if I can find the picture of Tucker. We'll end with that. Tucker, what you done, Tucker? Tucker. See here, Tucker, Brazil. What you doing there, Tucker? What you doing? What you doing there, Tucker? Bolsonaro. Look at him. Look at CIA Tucker. You know, him and CIA Vanderbilt, Anderson Vanderbilt are best buds. You know, Tucker's also best buds with Hunter Biden. And David Brock and J.A. So. Well, Tucker having fun with Bolsonaro, and then gonna be like, why is China buying up Brazil when Brazil's part of BRICS? Oh, it's so funny. Oh, it's so funny. The lies that they weave. But, all right, everybody. Take care. See you soon.